To be successful on an application for asylum, you must show that you have suffered past persecution on account of a particular ground protected by statute, or have a well-founded fear of future persecution on account of race, religion, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion. If you've been discriminated against or persecuted because you're gay in your home country, you could potentially fall under both the political opinion protected ground and membership in a particular social group if you are associated with that group. Gender, sexual orientation, and even family ties have been considered to be particular social groups that qualify for asylum protection in the United States. The applicant for asylum must show that the government is unwilling or unable to protect the applicant in their home country from harm if they return. In many countries where the police are part of the harassment of gays and lesbians, it is not a stretch for applicants who are not willing to even go to the police to try to get protection, but the applicant still has to show that there is no meaningful way to get protection from the police. Further, in very conservative countries, there is much cultural bias towards gays and lesbians, and coming out to a police officer could pose particular danger from a physical aspect, and the police themselves are known for corruption or easily bought off. So it's very dangerous to come out. An application for asylum must also be filed within 1 year of your last entry. The only exception to this rule is if you can show exceptional circumstances that cause the delay in filing before this 1 year deadline. Your case, if filed with CIS, will first go to an asylum office for a decision. If the officer is not convinced that you had exceptional circumstances to excuse the late filing, for instance, something had happened in your home country where there was a lot of retaliation against a particular well-known gay figure, and you fear that you are now going to be associated with that particular group of people, and the officer doesn't believe that, then your case will be referred to the immigration court for an immigration judge to decide the issue. You'll be basically renewing your immigration asylum claim before the immigration court. Especially in gay and lesbian asylum cases, the direct testimony of the applicant can be heavily relied on because there's really not enough substantive proof that you can bring about police cooperation if it was unsafe for you to go to the police in the first place. But if you cannot corroborate your testimony, it may not be enough. Testimony from an applicant by itself is usually not enough in an asylum claim anymore unless you can prove that your testimony is both persuasive and credible, and corroborating evidence to support the testimony was not reasonably obtainable to you. If you are concerned about going back to your home country, even if it's beyond the 1 year deadline, or you haven't filed anything with immigration, you still have options with immigration and with the court to file for political asylum. There's also different types of varying relief, such as withholding of removal and the Convention Against Torture withholding. There are options for you. Talk to an immigration attorney before doing anything drastic. I am an expert in complex family-based immigration cases and have a 98% approval rate for the past 12 years. I am a nationally published immigration author and frequent public speaker on immigration topics. I regularly train other immigration lawyers on complicated marriage and family immigration cases for the American Immigration Lawyers Association, Federal Bar Association, and National Legal Education Providers. I represent clients all over the U.S., traveling to immigration interviews and deportation proceedings. Visit our website, humanrightsattorney.com, for more in-depth information and articles on complex family immigration issues.